Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the Good Fortune Horse. That's the name of the die. It's not a collection because it's only one die, but it's still a very cute die. In this video, I'm going to show you some examples with the Good Fortune Horse die and some other goodies as well. Why not just bring them all together? Let's have some fun. Alrighty crafters, let's get into this video with the Good Fortune Horse. Let's get started. I want to remind you that the BOGO sale is still going on. I think it's about to end. It's going to be on stamps, stencils, and ephemera. You can check it out if you're interested in any of those goodies. This video only features one item, which is the Good Fortune Horse die. This is really for like New Year and also all year long. You can use it for birthday cards, thank you cards as well, and more. For Chinese New Year, it's the horse this year. If you're interested in something like that and you want a nice die set, this is fabulous for that as well. The horse is 3.5 inch tall by 1 3/4 inch wide. It will fit nicely on an A2 card. Even with layers, it will still fit nicely. You also get a really nice stamp set. These are high quality photopolymer stamps. There aren't any coordinating dies, but you can stamp, fussy cut, or just stamp on the card panel. Cheers to a strong and spirited new year. Really, really cute set. And you also get this little saddle that you can layer up. Here's my first example, exploring so many layers of tan, cream, and brown, and a little touch of red for just a little bit of contrast on that saddle. This is all color wheel cardstock, alabaster. This is actually chiffon, which is the lightest peach with ink blending. For the mane and tail, I have acorn color wheel cardstock. For this layer, I do have timber. To create my layers on this card, I'm using heartfelt thanks and scallop dies. Largest die is 4 by 5 1/4 inch. What you see here in the timber. And then here in alabaster, this little panel is this inner detail. This die set also comes with the sentiment thanks with the shadow and some hearts, so I could have put the thanks here. But I did stamp and heat emboss. Cheers to a strong and spirited new year. I'm using pinecone pigment ink with clear embossing powder for the sentiment, just to make it pop and get a deep brown color to come back to this. Isn't that pretty? Love. And then I finished this off with some gold mixed gems. I'm using both the crystal part and the solid part. Those gems will be on sale too right now in the BOGO sale. So this is card 1 with the cute little saddle. Very, very easy to put together. You cut the horse's body, then you cut these legs, and you do get that little embossed line for placement. This is for behind here, but you can choose to use it or not. Here is the mane and tail and the little saddle. So super cute. For that background, I am using Precision Layering A2 Sets A. Largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch. 16 dies in each set, so there's also a set B. If I had used this, then I could have gone into the same increments, just with a rectangle for this type of styling, okay? But I decided to go with the fun scallop. I think the scallop is really cute. All right, now let's look at my second card with the Good Fortune Horse. Okay, crafters, so over the holidays, I made this card with the Good Fortune Horse in white, and I did highlight on the white cardstock with some Copic marker in grays. I used the markers like N1, N3, N2 to just highlight on the white so it didn't look so stark white. This time I did the saddle in green for Christmas colors. This is a top folding shaped card with embossing on it. Notice the little heart and the detail. That's from the December Kit Club soft-hearted hot foil plate. So what I did was dry emboss this fun A2 glimmer plate on Anchor color wheel cardstock, and then I did a little bit of ink blending with some distress ink around the edges just to darken it up a little bit. So fun. But I did bring in a lot of things here. I did shop my stash for this one. To fill up this empty space here, from my Beautiful Wreath collection and Texture and Foliage collection, I'll link Texture and Foliage here. It just went on sale for the first time the other day with the after Christmas sale. I brought in from Beautiful Wreath Christmas Wreath add-on die. I'm using the large and small poinsettia and the centers for it. That's all that I have here. And then I put some opal gems in the center. What you're seeing here with the cardstock is poppy, pomegranate, and cranberry. I do have a card to show you because the next card I'm going to show you, which is not related to the horse, but it inspired me stacking all of my poinsettia. I did show it, I believe it was the fall warehouse sale, but I didn't finish it out. When you stack all these poinsettias without any greenery in it, it looks flat. But once you put in all this holly, thumbs up. The Christmas wreath add-on comes with snowflakes. I could have put that in here. If I had made this card a 5x7, I could have used season's greetings. Lots of goodies here. I could have also done the Christmas tree too behind the horse too, like stack a few Christmas trees. That could have been fun as well. For this layer, I'm using the seasonal wreath foliage right there with the mistletoe. So I'm using this mistletoe I cut twice out of Sage Essential, Spellbinders older cardstock, and then I put the berries, these berries in white. These berries coordinate with this one, and you can also use it with this one. This can work with all of them too if you wish. But I love this. You get the arch here, but you also get a left and right if you just want to have it like curving like this and then two ends out here. Really, really fun. I also have the sentiment Merry Christmas with the shadow. Could have used that too. For these holly leaves though, I came into the gifting bow die set. This is a fun one as well. With this die set, you get like a 3-for-1. Bow can stand on its own. The greenery, I just use that there. Poinsettia can be by itself. You have flowers here as well, so that can be all year right here. The leaves too. You get the ornaments. You can just use the ornaments only. Maybe even a 5-for-1 at this point. Sentiment, you can use that by itself. And also the berries. The berries could have been in here too. So I'm just using this. This size fits this very well for the poinsettia, either the small or the large. My holly leaf in here is a little bit small, so I'm using the one from Gifting Bow. For the foundation die, I'm using Make-A-Wish Arch Label. Largest die is in A2, 4¼ 5½ inch. It comes in 6 more times to a tag. So what I did was cut the anchor cardstock first. Then I did the dry embossing. And dry embossing, if you have the universal plate system or whichever die cut machine you have, it's the one where you'll use the floppy mat. That's dry embossing, okay? Really fun detail, but you have to die cut first, then dry emboss. Because if I dry emboss first, then die cut, it will flatten out all this nice texture that you can see. So pretty though. And then I cut a second one in black. Put a 1/2 inch score line, glue the tops together to make that top folding shaped card. So love. And I love these poinsettias, how they turned out. This is Peridot Color Wheel cardstock, the lightest, brightest green. Look how it just gave it more depth by just adding on a little bit of ink blending. For the sentiment, Joyful Noel, I'm coming into one of my favorites from the holidays last year. From all those holiday cards that I made, starting from Christmas in July on, this was a huge winner in terms of a better press set that you can press or glimmer, die cut once, and just use over and over and over again. This is Merry Messages Press Plate and Die. This has been going on sale and super sale. Put it in your wish list if you don't own it already. You get 5 sentiments with 5 different fonts. Each sentiment has a different font. Thumbs way up for that. This one I haven't used much, but I decided to use it here, Joyful Noel. So there is Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Joyful Noel, Warm Winter Wishes, and Merry and Bright. So fun. Even the Warm Winter Wishes, I think you can still use that now for winter, right? Yeah, Warm Winter Wishes, and on the inside, we miss you, thinking of you, happy birthday, something like that. The cluster and layer of the poinsettias was inspired by a previous card I made. This is using the new clear wax maker tool. See the little wax seal stamp there? But what I did was this whole collage of poinsettias. First time doing it. So when I didn't have the centers on, didn't have my little bits of holly leaves in here, it was looking rather strange. But now I just wanted to show you it completed. But I use the same sets. So I'm still coming back in with Christmas wreath add-on for the poinsettia. I'm using the large poinsettia and the small poinsettia and just staggering. And to get the height, I'm using foam squares. Think 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter. I don't think I have 3 millimeter in here. And then sticking some flat on the surface. For the holly leaves, again, I'm coming into the Gifting Bow dies. Right there, I cut a bunch of them. This is Altenew cardstock. I can't remember the name, but it does have an olive green colorway. And then in the centers of the large poinsettia, I put green gems. For this, I'm using these. So I cut a bunch of these, and I have a lot of brush gold cardstock here. Brush gold is out here, which you know what the favorite is with that one. Seal twine. I cut 2 layers of seal twine and then wrapped it around this base. And for that base, I'm coming into this beauty from October, Brick by Brick. This is a fantastic 3D embossing folder that you can use all year long and great for masculine cards. I'm loving it here with the white background. What do you guys think? I think this is fun and I love this. If any of your recipients or you are into equestrian, horses, all the fun, Year of the Horse, this is a great die set. And what I love about this die in particular, because the head turns this way and is looking down, it does have a very elegant touch to it, doesn't it? This card can turn into an all-year-round card by just changing the flowers. The mistletoe branch, I believe that one can still work all year round, but you could also use maybe garden wreath add-on for this detail. You could use garden wreath add-on also for the flowers. Maybe I should have done that as well. That's another idea. Alrighty, crafters, thanks so much for watching. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Alrighty, so what do you think of the Good Fortune Horse? It's a fun die set. It shouldn't have a terribly high price point because it's a small die and it comes with the coordinating stamps. I think this is a fun one, something different. And I love the elegant touch. A lot of you love the elegant touch with the recent Kit Club. Let me link my Kit Club video here. Definitely take a look at that one because I really played with a lot of colors and gave some ideas of how you can have fun with the January Kit Club. Definitely check out the All Clubs crate. See, I want to say deluxe caboodle, but that's gone. But you get more bonuses. You get card stock and all sorts of goodies, plus a larger die set. Love, 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 love. Alrighty, crafters. Like I said, everything will be detailed and linked below. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends.